lovies, it's me, Mrs. T, and today I'm here to do a tag. You guys know I love doing tags, and where do I always find them? Mama Cat's losing it, so be sure to check her out. I will leave her links down below. She has tags for just about anything you want to do, and they're always super fun. Today's tag is actually going to give me a chance to take a look back on 2015. I haven't read all the questions yet, but I can't wait to see what they are. So, let's get started. Number 1, what did you do in 2015 that you've never done before? Number 1 thing I did in 2015 that was like a whoa moment for me was getting flown out to Colorado to tape Moms Every Day. People, I was on TV and I read a teleprompter. I had a few moments where I was like, how am I supposed to do this? But it was still an amazing experience. I learned so much because the other women on that panel, awesome, totally women who rock being moms and business women and leaders in what they do, and I am so excited that I had the opportunity to be a part of that and to learn so many new things. I cannot wait for you guys to see those episodes, by the way. They should be showing in February, so stay tuned because I will be telling you about that, I promise. Number 2, what was your 2015 New Year's resolution and how did you do? I don't really make resolutions per se. I kind of do the word of the year type thing. And my word of the year last year, it's probably a sign that I can't remember it offhand. I think it was like focus or listen or something like that. But I know I did really good at it for like the first 3 months. And then I kind of lost focus of it. I don't know what that says. I don't know. I'm not a person who can say, okay, this is what I'm going to do for an entire year. I kind of go where my life leads me and then adjust accordingly. Does that make sense? I mean, like, I'm trying to think up a word for this year. I know a couple that I would like to be my focus for the year, but it kind of never works out like that. My cap out on words are probably about 3 to 4 months. Does anybody else out there pick a word of the year? If so, how long do you actually like carry it through? And if you picked one for this year, share it with me in the comments down below. I'd love to see what you're thinking of for the year. Number 3, what would you like to have accomplished in 2015 that you didn't get to? Nothing really, because not saying like I'm super accomplished and I did everything I ever wanted to do in 2015. The reason I'm saying nothing really is because I don't really set myself up like that. Kind of like with the no resolutions thing. I feel like when I set myself up with a bunch of goals, I tend to feel like I failed more than I accomplished. You get what I'm saying? When I can't check that, my OCD kicks in. And when I see that I didn't check off everything, it just kind of gets me down. So instead, I just go for it. And I try not to have like those lists of things. So as far as 2015, a lot of things came to me and a lot of opportunities happened last year that I didn't plan for and I didn't really expect. But when they came, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is such a blessing. And it just became that much more motivation to reach for the next thing. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's kind of where I was. I don't think I didn't accomplish anything. I did pretty much everything I was meant to do in 2015. Number 4, what was your biggest achievement of the year? I seriously want to say the Moms Every Day panelist thing, because that was just like an opportunity that kind of fell into my lap. It wasn't something I expected. It wasn't even something I felt completely prepared for. But once it happened, I was like, you know what? This is a good fit. And I definitely think that was my biggest achievement because it pushed me out of my comfort zone. I'm not, believe it or not, a super social person, and it made me go outside of that and become what I needed to be to accomplish that task. And yeah, that's definitely the biggest achievement. Number 5, what was the best thing you bought? The best thing I bought? Oh my gosh. I don't know. Like I'm one of those like random shoppers. The Amazon app is my total weakness. Like seriously, if I'm bored and I just start scrolling through the Amazon app, I will look up like random stuff. And so yeah, me trying to track down my purchases for the year, that's almost like a unattainable feat. I don't think I could do it. Technically, I didn't buy this, but I would say my phone because it's like my favorite thing ever. My LG V10. So I'll say that since just to give an answer. But yeah, I couldn't track it down, I don't think. Number 6, did you travel anywhere memorable? Yes! Colorado! It was totally amazing. That was for the Moms Everyday panel. You guys are probably hearing that a lot in this video, but that was like my biggest point of 2015, so I guess that's why it's coming up a lot. But Colorado was awesome. The mountain and the views, oh my gosh. Like, I want to go back there just to be there because it was that beautiful. Number 7, tell us a valuable life lesson that you learned in 2014. Definitely with my site and the different things that I got a chance to do last year. Did I say 2015 or 14? It's 2015. I'm trying to remember. Either way, definitely the most valuable life lesson. And usually when you hear life lessons, it's something that's going to take you through to the rest of your life. But I think it was for me to believe in myself. Because every time these different opportunities came in, I always spent like an entire day questioning whether I was worthy of whatever the opportunity was. Like, did I do enough? Why did they pick me? Oh, I don't know if they should have picked me. I don't think I can do it. I had to get past that because I found that every time I started questioning myself and wondering whether I deserved it, it took away from the experience, and it also took away from my ability to put into the experience. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know my husband, he heard me questioning myself and doubting myself and wondering if I should do this and if it's good for me. And he would say to me, he gave a good example. He was like, you can't sell something to somebody and say, I think this might work. He said, it's like you're giving somebody cologne and you're trying to sell it to them and you're saying, I think it smells good. Why don't you try it? He's like, you have to actually believe in what you're offering the other person. And it stuck with me. I had to believe in me. Whatever they saw in me to pick me for that opportunity, I had to believe that it was there too. So that was like the biggest life lesson for me. And that's definitely something that I want to carry forward into 2016 and way beyond. So yeah, that was my most valuable life lesson. Number 8, if you could look back on one memory this year you wish you could relive, what would it be? You guys can probably answer right now. I would definitely want to relive the whole Mom's Everyday experience. It was awesome. And it's something I would love to do as a career. I would love to be able to share my experience as a mom, my experience as a woman, as a wife to other moms. And the on-camera stuff was totally awesome. Like, I didn't think I could handle it, but it was great. And I would totally love to relive that over and over and over again. Can you tell? Can ya? Anyway. Number 9. If you could change anything about the year you had, what would it be? I'm going to sound cliche, or you guys are going to be like, I don't believe it. I honestly wouldn't change anything, the good and the bad, because they all brought me to where I am, number 1. And number 2, I think everything that comes to you for a reason. If you guys know me at all, if you've read my site, you know that one of my favorite scriptures ever is Romans 8:28. All things work together for good to them that love the Lord. And that's why I think everything I see that comes to me, whether it be good or bad, I always see my good in the end of it. Because I know, 1, that I love God, and He promised that all things are working together for my good. So all things, including the good, including the bad, are ultimately going to be my good. So I wouldn't change anything because it all brought me to where I am now. Long answer, short question, but that's how it is. Number 10, last and final question for today is share something you're looking forward to in 2016. I think the main thing I'm looking forward to is expanding. I want to take TheMrsTee on YouTube to another level. I want to try to get my subscribers up a little bit more. I want to take TheMrsTee.com to the next place. I want to write more content. Like, I had a lot of reviews and products and campaigns. I want to put more juice to it, or not juice. I want to add more meat to the site. Like, when I first started, it was all about writing, and I think I've mixed that in a little bit too much, so I want to get back to the writing on that. And also, I'm looking for the expansion over on TiffanyHaywood.com, where I'm offering my own knowledge to other bloggers. So that's what I'm looking for overall in 2016. Growth and expansion and just taking things a little bit further. So what's up with you guys? How was your 2015? Pick a couple of questions I answered today and answer it down below in the comments so that I can get to know a little bit more about you, because that's what I'm here for. I'm sharing pieces of me, and I want you to share pieces of you. I want to get to know you a little bit better. So I look forward to reading your comments, and until the next video, smooches. He got a car, people. He got a car. Yes, the teenager is driving and has his own vehicle.